Yo, Dopest community was popping. Hope you guys been good. Hope you guys been protecting your peace. Y'all see what time it is, man. We got Penitence, another track off of Demos Do Not Share Part 2. This one has Molly Mckinna in it. And then, of course, y'all already know I had to look up the definition penitence just to give. I like to look these up because Ren has songs that just have titles to them. And I just want to make sure I get the definition right and not assume. So, penitence is the feeling of deep sorrow for wrongdoing, often accompanied by a desire to make amends. It is a state of being sorry for one's sins or misdeeds, expressing regret, and sometimes involving a commitment to changes one's behavior. That right there is wild, man. These titles that we're gonna be coming up with, they go like, with the story of his life and what he goes through. Somebody in the comments said, when people on Tinder ask what music I like, I always introduce them to your music. If they don't vibe, I know they're not the one. Damn. When you listen to a Ren song, the world stops existing for a few minutes. I want to be Ren when I grow up, and I'm 57. That's crazy right there. Salute to Slaucy69. They said that one right there. And then Sam Benzine and Jake Crowley. Anyways, man, but yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this, y'all. I'm already hyped to get into this. I never know what I'm gonna get when it comes to Ren. And like I said, this is on the list, so of course we gotta check it out and all that stuff. I know it's been certified by y'all. Let's get right into it. Appreciate all the love and support for the channel. If you guys didn't check our last drop, make sure y'all go check that one out. We dropped something from Friday into Saturday, so we did a bunch of drops like over the weekend, and we did a live stream too, so we was busy. We was cooking. All right, let's get into it. Penitence, Ren and Molly Mckinna.
Lately, I think I was over time in my chest, beating slower like the clouds, the color of them fading out, fading out.
I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. I longed for reasons, I sung with demons, I sat in a dark, dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate. I think my mind is leaking. Solitude is so depleting.
I did it to myself. I know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable and falling far from hell? The suicidal angel who's lost my wings and fell, falling so ungraceful, vanished into hell.
I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dom-nom, feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate fate, but it cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the way. Weight of the world, don't wait. We make mistakes when it's all at stake. For goodness sake, a double take. But I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind-eyed. Why? I live in a lie with the lion inside. Living a lie with the lion inside. And my mind is hungry for my sanity, my sanity. I live in a lie with the lion inside. Living a lie with the lion inside. And my mind is hungry and I don't know why. Pressure drop, deep breath, time stops. A broken, etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming, I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply, square the root of pi, beat the puzzle. I try to keep my mind focused on the line. Hopscotch and pop rocks, I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
Dang, just dropped the mic like that, huh? Wow. All right, man. A lot to unpack here. We got a lot of stuff going on with this one. So with this right here, man, this song just is a very sad song, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This song is really sad. It makes you feel it. Just like when you got Molly singing in the beginning, it's just like, dang, man, it just sounds so much sorrow. And then you got Ren, he's still staying in that same. He's still got that same energy going on, but he's giving you like the bars behind it. He's giving you like more clarity and everything with the bars. And I like his pattern, his rhyme pattern and everything up there too. But in the beginning, it was just like, dang, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The beginning, that drum was like, it was kind of bringing my mood down, to be honest with y'all, man. But then near the end of it, I was like, all right, cool. We're kind of picking the tempo back up. You know, just me personally, when it comes to like music that's really slow like that, and like then I'm listening to the lyrics and it's just making you feel like low. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I was just like, dang, man, like this is wow, man. Somebody's about to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on the track, like that's how it sounds. And then you got Ren, of course, Ren, you know, with his style, he can convince anybody anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, dang, man, it's kind of sad. But then I like when he picked it up, and like I said, got into that rhyme pattern and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead, put shoes on, man, take this walk. Had to try not to shed tears and everything. You know what I mean? It's one of them deep songs, man. And let's not forget what the definition of penitence is: the feeling of deep sorrow, wrongdoing, often accompanied by a desire to make amends. So this, you know what I'm saying? The song matches it. You know, it goes by definition. You know, so yeah, let's get into it. So you got and then Ren produced this. Obviously, you got Molly Mckinna. You know, she starts off lately. I think I was over. Time in my chest, beating slower. You know, time, heart, time. I guess they're using that as a metaphor. Time in my chest beating slower, like the clouds, see color of them fading out. The heavy heart I carried went over your head and over time. That right there is crazy, man. So it's like she's attributing like the clouds, like her heart is like using a metaphor, like as if it was a cloud and it went over your head and over mine. That's crazy.
Lately, I think I was over. Time in my chest.
You see what I mean? It's just like, dang, man, her voice is already one thing. Then you listen to what she's saying. It's like, gosh.
Beating slower like the cloudy color of the.
And then this right here, this is really creepy right here. The silhouette and the face shot, the frontal, and then the silhouette is wild.
I'm fading out, fading out. The heavy heart
And then this right here, I like this drawing right here too, this illustration.
I carried went over your head and over mine.
And then you got Ren, he's like, was it regret? He's like, I count the days she left like a prisoner. And like Ren is like talking, man. I count the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife. That right there is crazy. I counted the days she left like a prisoner. So you know how prisoners like when they're about to get out, they like they like tally on the walls, counting down their days. He's saying, I etched the markings into my skin, you know, from the days that she left. You know what I'm saying? So every day that she's gone, he's cutting himself. Um, dang. Etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the physiological. Well, my bad, physiological. You see, I want you see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological. And yet, no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. Regret. I longed for reasons. I sung with demons. I sat in a dark, dusty room, barely moving, breathing. Forget. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate. Oh my goodness, man. Just the imagery, man. Like, I love that piano though.
I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain.
It's crazy.
I longed for reason.
And then I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I could not match the pain. So no matter how hard I dug the knife into my skin, I wanted the physical to match the psychological. I just caught that right there when he was saying it. I caught it like in his voice, like I could feel regret, like in his pain and forget. I could hear it all. But yeah, like he's just like scratching, and it still won't match psychologically what it does to him. The physical will never match that, even when he digs like knives into like his skin.
I sung with demons. I sat in a dark, dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate.
And he's like, I think my mind is leaking. Solitude is so depleting.
Oh, I think my mind is leaking. Solitude is so depleting.
And then we got Molly. She comes back.
I did.
She's like, I did it to myself. I know that you were faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable? You gotta ask yourself these questions right here. And falling far from help, a suicidal angel, exhaust my wings and fell, falling so ungraceful, banished into hell. So it's like you feel like a fallen angel and everything. You think you did things for yourself, but then you still feel unstable even when you feel like you did what you were supposed to do. Like, I feel like I'm still missing something or something's not right.
Did it to myself. I know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable? I'm falling far from hell.
And then the eyes watching her fall, man, these visuals are crazy.
A suicidal angel exhaust my wings and fell, falling so ungraceful, vanished into hell.
I wish that I could.
And then this was Ren is just talking right now, man. Like, he's just talking. This sounds like poetry right here, like a book. He's like, I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. So he feels like he's dehydrated and everything. Newton's third theory states that for every action, there must be an equal or opposite counter reaction. And so I retraced my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons. You know what I'm saying? He always talks about making peace with his demons or being friends with his demons and everything. That's what I'm saying. You can't have the good without the bad. You know, when you respect the bad and the good equally, that's when your perspective of life changes and everything. But yeah, he was talking up here. He was preaching.
Stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter reaction. And so I retraced my steps and tried to find reasons in the arms of my demons because
He's like trying to find reason in the arms of my demons. I think this when he started cooking. He's like, because I can't find healing if I can't find meaning. A conundrum leaning on my dumb, numb feelings. I have a noose high beaming. When I hung from the ceilings. When I run from my demons that are living in my head and escape fate and desperate. Oh my goodness. Deseparate, evaporate. Like we're gonna get into that.
Can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dom nom, feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from. Ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape. Fate and disapparate, evaporate.
He was like fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate, then activate. That right there is so hard too, man. He's like evaporate, evacuate, and then activate. Fate, but it cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe. I'm driving my universe into a lake, and the weight, and I'm driving my universe into the lake, and the weight of the world don't wait. We make mistakes when it's all at stake. That right there is crazy. We make mistakes when it's all at stake. That's like, let's say we're talking about basketball. It's the game winning shot. Everything is at stake right now. We made that mistake and we missed the shot. That's just like a little metaphor to that. We make mistakes when it's all at fate. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much. I went blind eye. Why? I'm living a lie with the lions inside. This is when he starts going crazy.
Evacuate and then activate fate, but it cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe into a lake in the weight of the world don't wait.
I cut the brakes now. Man, that part right there, man, I missed that part too. I cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe into a lake, so pretty much I have nothing to stop me.
My universe into a lake in the weight of the world don't wait. We make mistakes when it's all at stake. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind-eyed. Why? I live in a lie.
This is when he starts killing it right here, man. This is like pissed off Ren right here. He's like, I went blind-eyed. Why? I'm living a lie with the lion's eye. I did to myself, living a lie with the lion's eye. I know. I love, like, you know what I'm saying, the ad-libs he has after the bars, man. When he's like, I did it myself, I know, all those right there. He was like, living a lie with the lions inside, and my mind it is hungry. It's hungry for my sanity. Living a lie with the lions inside, living a lie with that part right there is so hard.
You went blind-eyed. Why? I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry. It's hungry for my sanity. I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry, and I don't know why.
And I don't know why. He's like, pressure drop, deep breathe, time stops. Pressure drops, deep breath, time stops. A broken etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop. It's like he just you feel like you're in the mind of his, man. The way like he's just explaining it, the way he's like doubling down, tripling down on the words and everything. It just makes you feel like you have a good understanding. The best way that he could put it down in lyrics, so like what he's going through and who can relate to it.
Pressure drop, deep breath, time stop. A broken, etc. ...
Etc. That's what it is.
Pressure drop.
That right there is too. Etc. means ... You know what I'm saying? So etc. ... Pressure drop. Pressure drop.
Pressure drop. Pressure drop. Pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply.
Oh my goodness, man. He's like, I'm tying knots and divide and multiply, square the root of pi. Oh my goodness, man. Equals MC squared the root of pi, 3.14, stuff like that. Beat the puzzle, tried to keep my mind focused on the line, hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. Oh my goodness, man. Hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop, I pill pop, I find peace, and time stops. And that's the way the song ends. Like, it's like a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? I want him to keep going.
I feel it consuming. I can't stop. ... The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots. Then divide and multiply, square the root of pi. Beat the puzzle. I try to keep my mind focused on the line. Hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
And then you just got her with I know. Like Molly was killing it too, man. She was doing the thing. This is a great song, man. Like I said, it's one of the sadder Ren songs and everything, but he brings you up near the end of it. Once again, near the end of it, he gives you motivation. Like he always, it's like Ren has a habit of bringing you into like this sad place in some of his songs. Not all of them, but some of his songs such as bring you into this sad place. Like, I guess you could say the mind of Ren, when he was going through everything he was going through. when he's confined to his room and everything. And it's like he takes you to that place, and then you're like, damn, man, shit, this is crazy. And then near the end of it, you're like, oh shit, I'm motivated. I can go do anything now. I've been through the mind of Ren. You know what I'm saying? It's like it motivates you at the end, man. It lets you know that time doesn't stop for nobody, and like get up off your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel for you. We're all hurting. But at the same time, don't be a victim to it. Make peace with your demons. You know, don't look at your demons like they're as bad as they're supposed to be. Try to make peace with them. Try to understand them, because the more you understand them, the better it is. It's like, it's like I was saying before, it's like pain, man. You stub your toe on something and it hurts. That's just your body wanting you to acknowledge the pain. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, I do it with my kids all the time. Whenever they get hurt, I'm like, yo, take a deep breath, embrace the pain. In your mind, like figure out, look for it in your mind. Look for your toe in your mind. Acknowledge that pain. And you would see the pain will start to decrease when you acknowledge it. When you just sit there and run from the pain, it makes it harder because your body's trying to tell you something. Yo, man, you're hurting. Stop, address it. Address the hurt. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times this is like figuratively and metaphorically, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and physical. Like, this is real shit right here, man. I can tell you, like, I'm proof of that, man. Like, there have been times that I've had like deep cuts, like, emotionally and like physically. And it's like when you see it, it's just kind of like address it. If you get cut and you cover your arm, you're just like, ah, no, my arm's cut, my arm's cut. Man, you gotta look at that bitch, man. You gotta look at that shit. Put whatever you need to put on it to clean it and just look at it, man. Put something up there and it's going to heal itself because your mind can heal your body. When you run from the pain, your body can't heal. And then that's how people get triggered when things happen. If you had a relationship with somebody and you haven't seen them in years and y'all didn't make peace, it's fine until you run into them again. It's not even fine then because it can still bother you. You run into them and you thought that you was past it, then you see them, then it triggers that emotion that you thought you got rid of because there was never any closure to that. Now I'm not saying everything needs closure. You know what I'm saying? Some things is best to just leave it the way it is. You wanting closure. Closure actually like disrupts your peace rather than helps it. So but I'm just saying, like, in general, if it's something that's really bothering you, you wake up every day thinking about it, it needs closure. Or it's gonna linger in your mind. You can sit there and ignore it all day, but if it's taking up that mental space and that mental real estate, that much mental real estate, like you gotta get it up out of there some way. And the best way to do it, some people put it in their art, some people write, some people draw, some people talk about it, some people find the person and talk to them about it, to find peace. And that's my look on it, y'all. I don't know nothing for real though, man. I'm living life just like y'all, trying to figure things out. But yeah, let me go and get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys for showing up as always. You guys are the greatest. You guys are the dopest. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. I love you guys, and I'll holler at you on the next one. Y'all be safe out there and keep listening and run. All right. Peace.